I'm Jean-Philippe Blondet, chef patron of the restaurant Alain Ducasse at the Dorchester. So, you know, Mr. Ducasse and me is like a very long relationship, 20 years working together. So he's like a bit like my dad of the cuisine. Let's say that all his philosophy is now mine. Of course, I've got my own personality inside, which is very important. That's why I can stay so long, because, of course, I've got the DNA of Mr. Ducasse, which is like the seasonality, cooking the right product, be careful with the seasoning, all these kind of things that, you know, we learn during these last 2 decades.
My name is Marion Pépin. I'm the restaurant director of Alain Ducasse at the Dorchester. I think for the service, what is very important is emotions. Well, I'm very into emotions, to be fair, ask Jean-Philippe, and small detail. You need to understand the need of the guests before they ask you. I think attention to detail is what makes the difference. We're a 3 Michelin Star. I think it's all about details. Maybe sometimes the guests won't actually notice all the details, but maybe one will notice one detail, and another guest will notice a different detail, and you understand that you did well.
I think the canapé is very important. I don't think we were so demonstrative, let's say, at the beginning when you come in the restaurant about what we can offer when our guests arrive. What we want by doing that is just to say welcome, feel home, feel the way how you are. It's simple. It's like, you know, a few bites. Okay, they're pretty, but the taste-wise is like what you can find at home. When you come from French Riviera, everybody has got a bit of radishes in the garden. So usually what you do on Sunday, you just pick up the radishes from the ground, a bit of salty butter, and you eat it like that. So okay, so we try to evolve it a bit better. We did our own butter with the radishes leaves, so like that we don't waste anything. And you have the barbajan. Inside you will find some sweet chard, some spinach, basil, marjoram, a bit of parmesan. It's a deep fried ravioli, so a specialty from Monaco. After you will have like the mushroom tart, a nice crispy tartelette, beautiful duxelles on the top, very French classic. We have a beautiful white asparagus, which is just slightly poached. We do cold sabayon with a bit of bloody orange inside. And after we have the oyster. So oyster leaf, fresh oyster tartare in the middle, wrapped inside the buckwheat crostini. So this is just a bit of my, let's say, childhood memory based in Brittany, because my grandmother was coming from Britain. And yeah, I used to eat a lot about buckwheat crepes and oyster. So I just try to combine a mix all together. It's basically a bite that you feel like welcome in the restaurant.
Good evening, please follow me. I think it's very important for a guest experience to be looked after from the moment they arrive. Welcome to Alain Ducasse at the Dorchester. And then they will have a glass of champagne, because of course you need to start with a glass of champagne. We are a French restaurant, as well with all the canapés that we served. So you will see the table is really full of snacks. And then of course, at some point we'll arrive into the dessert. So it's very important as well at that point, and the moment that they will leave the restaurant. We are a family. We spend most of our time together, so the connection between each other is very important. I think we all know each other very well, so we know when one of us is not feeling well. And our goal within the team, back and front, is really to have this connection between each other, this trust, and making sure that everyone is feeling great and is having a great day. But I think we have a very good relationship with Jean-Philippe. We understand each other, we have the same goal. I believe I am his eyes on the floor, so it's very important for me to report everything to Jean-Philippe. I think that created the trust between each other.
So we are in Alain Ducasse at Dorchester. I'm Jean-Philippe Blondet. Welcome to the kitchen. And we are going to do today a dish with cucumber, smoked yogurt, and caviar. Very easy and very fresh, let's say, first dishes, beginning of summer. So we have like a different cucumber. So what you are looking for here is to have something local. This is one of my favorite vegetables, basically. Just some nice, thin slices of cucumber, just to give a different texture a bit inside the dishes. And after we are going to put that with a cucumber jelly. We have some cucumber, so we are doing some dices of cucumber, so which is basically raw but cooked because we put it with a bit of olive oil and the piment d'Espelette, and we put that sous vide, so there is no air at all inside, and it's going to give a texture which is very interesting that we will have as well inside. You will have oil which made with the skin of the cucumber. So as I say previously, we use everything. A bit of meat to make it a bit more fresh. Cucumber flour, zalotti. So zalotti is my favorite, one of my favorite flavor as well. The color is beautiful. A bit of black lemon, so which is a bit more stronger in terms of character. Mix a bit with juniper toasted, so we do a mix. So a bit of bitterness coming through, and some gel which is made with a black lemon. We're just going to put this cucumber, which has been raw cooked sous vide, I will say. Voila. Now we are going to use the jelly to put on the top. So this one is a yogurt. It's a yogurt form, being infused with a bit of juniper, a touch of gin, and lightly smoked. So this one is a jelly of a black lemon, which is very important because it's acid, but a very singular taste. This one basically is a yogurt infused with all the trimming we have. So now just going to add all the zalotti flour. Now we are going to split the sauce with the oil, so which is with the cucumber skin and the mint. And after, of course, what is very important is this. This is a caviar that we use from Caviar. Which is very good because the texture of the caviar is amazing. So I'm just going to put 1 spoon here inside the sauce. You have this beautiful sauce made with this oil, with skin, cucumber skin, mint, zalotti, piment d'Espelette. So it's all about texture, all about taste, and all about cucumber. So this is our cucumber, yogurt, and caviar. So, you know, now it's like 20 years I'm working for Alain Ducasse. 12 years here based in London. Of course, my role totally evolved. You know, I start like 12 years ago. I was just executive sous chef. I mean, I was number 2 of Jocelyn Ireland. So what does it mean to be chef of a big restaurant like that, Michelin Star, since now 10 years under this position? It means a lot. So the dish I'm going to show you is hand-dyed scallop, beurre blanc, and Kristal caviar. Hand-dyed scallop, very important because you can find scallop wherever, whenever, but the hand-dyed is very important because you have to respect what the nature provides to you, okay? So we are going to start with the beurre blanc. So we have the bard here. And this one basically will be the base to have a beautiful, nice sauce. So just a bit of olive oil. So we put the bard in. Now we are going to sweat the shallots. So we don't want to have it totally cooked. So just half cooked. So now you can see it's reducing, concentrating. I'm going to add a bit of cream inside. Not too much. So when you have a beautiful, nice beurre blanc, it's this color, you know. So here we have the beurre blanc. Shot of olive oil in the pan. We're going to give a nice coloration to the scallop. So again, we don't add any salt because we are going to put a bit of salty butter in just to season, but that's it. So you want to have a butter which is brown because the brown butter is the taste that we want and what we like. I'm not using any thermometers with electronic, let's say, thermometer. So this one is my old probe, you know. I've been trained that way, and I think this is very important. So basically here is, is a metal. So this is to conduct the heat, and you feel. So here is like the part the more sensitive in your body, and you should feel the temperature with that. So You need to be trained. I train all my team like that. Of course, at the beginning, there's a lot of mistake, but it's all about feeling. You know, all cuisine is feeling. So when you touch it and you do one time, what you want to have is, of course, a bit of hot. And when you go clack a second time, the hot need to be a bit milder but consistent. If you're going, it's hot. 1 second after you go back and it's cold, means it's not hot enough. And if you do second, it's too hot, means it's overcooked. So now, for example, if I'm going back again, so I just put my finger here like that in the middle to make sure I'm in the middle of the scallop. I can tell you 100% the cooking is perfect. We are going to prep, which is very important. So it's a caviar condiment. So a bit of Greek yogurt and caviar pressé. Caviar pressé, which is a caviar, we press it. We are just like basically all the suc going inside. So everything inside this Japanese mortar. So the philosophy of the dish a bit is like you are in Scotland, cold. You have all this kind of foggy, you know, around the sea. A thin julienne, lemon skin, sorrel leaves, oyster leaves, the lemon caviar, fennel flower. On the bottom, you have a nice condiment of a Greek yogurt and caviar pressé. Sorrel leaves are here to bring a bit of acidity. Beautiful scallop alive from Scotland, beautifully colored, caramelized inside the brown butter. After, you will have a bit of lemon, and after you finish on the top of the scallop with a lemon confit, nori leaves, oyster leaves, and on the side you have this beautiful beurre blanc that we just did together a bit earlier, as well with a bit of Kristal caviar. And when you're going to eat it, what is nice is like, yes, of course, you have this smoke coming from the dry ice, but it's not only about the smoke, it's about the flavor coming through you when you are going to eat it. And you are going to sauce delicately the scallop. So this one is the hand-dyed scallop, Beurre Blanc, and Kristal caviar. To run the service every day, trying to be at the top performance. You know, when you are Michelin Star, you just need to be consistent as much as we can. So I feel very proud to arrive at this level. And obviously, you know, what is the most important is to be surrounded by the right people. So my pastry chef is Valentin Jolivet. So Valentin, he's got a cursus a bit special because he was here previously already within the team as a chef de partie. He decided to leave and he came back and I offer him this position. And what I really like about him is like he's very open-minded and we are like really working very closely together. And what is the most difficult actually when you go in a restaurant is to don't see any broken part, anything divide between the kitchen and the pastry. And very often you can see there is two personalities with the same restaurant. So we work very closely together. He try all my dishes, I try all his dishes. We criticize ourselves like crazy, but in order to make sure we have the same vision.
Let me introduce to you Andrew, our chef de partie and pastry. Today we show you what we do for our mignonnes.
Super important that the guest receives the right message. So there is a lot of training going on.
So this is our take on a classical apple tarte tatin. So of course it's not a traditional tarte tatin, but what we do is we bake an apple with over 70 layers. We layer it up and then we glaze it with an apple vinegar glaze. We serve it with a side of creme cru, which is a raw cream. It adds a slightly lactic and tangy touch, and it helps to keep it like a nice light finish for the end of the meal. And then moving on to the lime category. But Marion's pouring in a honey and olive oil sauce. The honey brings a bit of sweetness and the olive oil brings a bit of fatness to help mellow it out. I would move on to the hazelnuts in the scoop. So they're hazelnuts from Piedmont. It's the northwest region of Italy and they do the best hazelnuts. Then in the center of the table we have our 100% Peruvian chocolate.
Half of my time within the front of house team to do training. They are trying all the dishes. There is no one dish that the front of house didn't try. They need to understand which feeling they will have when they will eat it, because there is no better emotion that they can provide to our guests about what they feel when they try it. Here at Alain Ducasse at the Dorchester, it's never about doing more. It's about refining every detail and doing it better than the day before.